'Tis the season to cash in on Christmas movies, and Apple TV have a doozy. How can they go wrong with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds teaming up to retell the classic tale of A Christmas Carol, because that hasn't been done to death? This time, the cast of Hamilton have tagged along. We hope you like musicals, and if you don't, stiff shit, because you're gonna laugh and enjoy this modern seasonal comedy of Spirit. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hello there, you Lucians, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I am, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. Yes, it is the month of December. That's right, the greatest time of the year. It is Christmas, and we're going to tackle our first Christmas movie here today with Spirited. Directed by Sean Anders, who's known for directing a couple of little comedies here and there, known for That's My Boy, Daddy's Home, and Instant Family, just to name a few. Will Ferrell here is playing the ghost of Christmas Present, and he's working for a huge corporation ran by not Alan Rickman. Every year, this huge corporation picks one piece of shit to try and rectify their evil ways, giving them the old Scrooge treatment. Every year, they try and find one culprit who has an influence on society and, if they can change their evil ways, has a ripple effect. Someone with the most influence in today's age. So, the Kardashians, get ready, because this year you're going to get a cheeky little visit. This company is populated by a huge cast of diversity all sorts that we've come to know and love through other shows like 30 Rock, Community, and SNL. We come to learn that everyone here that works at this huge corporation was once a living human being, but has since deceased. Now they spend their spiritual existence helping others to rectify their wrong ways. That sounds a bit like hell or purgatory. A corporation with HR reps, full of meetings and deadlines. Yeah, that'd be hell, I'd say. But don't think too hard about it. Here, have a song. Oh yeah, if you weren't aware, this movie is a musical. Every character gets their own song, and I do mean every fucking character. Then we meet Ryan Reynolds. He pops up as an unredeemable piece of shit, as it were. And Will Ferrell has a hard-on thinking that he can change him and his ways. Mr. Deadpool is so nasty and so unredeemable, because he works for a company that slanders people online, creating rivalries with clients, trolling political candidates, and leaking some incriminating videos. So his whole job is to outrage the public. So, pretty much modern media. But in saying that though, I don't see how unredeemable Ryan Reynolds' character is for doing all this. I mean, just go to Twitter, for instance, or many YouTube comment sections, and those people are just as bad, if not worse. But I digress. Then the remainder of the film is just a modern retelling of A Christmas Carol, just with modern references. Ryan Reynolds is full of his usual quips, quipping harder than Qui-Gon Quip, covered in whipped cream. And Will Ferrell is trying really hard to be funny here, turning up the Will Ferrell to 11. It also seems like the director, Sean Anders, just kept the camera rolling and let them have a bit of improv here. You know, Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell just bouncing off each other, just continuing on with the joke, and pretty much killing it. Not all the time though, but some of it does land. Like I said, the film is trying really hard to be funny here and being super meta. It leans really hard, probably a bit too hard, on the meta references here. You know, calling everything out ahead of time before the criticism can come and backlash it. Like, there's a running joke where not Alan Rickman starts cracking the shits every time it seems like, you know, someone's going to sing a song. You know, the usual eye rolling, oh no, we're not doing this again, are we? But just because you're calling out doesn't excuse the thing. Either commit to the bit or don't. I see what you're doing here, movie. You're getting ahead of the criticism thinking, oh, if we make fun of it, then no one else can. The film is trying to have its cake and shelve it too. And it's a film full of bright colours, filmed in full ADHD, and does not fucking stop moving. And this goes for over 2 hours. It's an Apple TV original here, so everything is crisp, clean, and looks like the DOP put sanitizer on the lens before shooting. It's a bit flat. It was still full of colour though, but clearly all filmed on a massive soundstage. Not a massive criticism by any stretch of the imagination. Like, the movie knows what it is, and that's what it is. It's a big musical filmed in a warehouse somewhere. That's okay. But just calling it out because it was quite noticeable. The modern references, some less subtle than others, can be a bit on the nose. At some points though, you better be wearing a helmet with how heavy-handed this movie can be with its meta references and commentary. Cancel culture, I'm looking at you. As subtle as a sledgehammer movie. The film does have a bit of a twisty twist here, doing something different with A Christmas Carol tale. I didn't completely hate it, I'll be honest with you. It was something fresh, it was trying to do something different with it, but it was still a bit meh. The dance numbers were okay. I'm not a musical theatre guy. I saw it and went, yeah, that looks good. You can tell a lot of rehearsals went into this and choreography. Especially one particular dance number with Ryan Reynolds doing his best Hugh Jackman impersonation. Of course, there are a few heartfelt moments here. I mean, it's A Christmas Carol, one of the oldest, greatest tales of all time. So you've got to have those low moments that are a bit sad, but they don't stay on it for too long. No. They must do a quip or a joke pretty quickly because we can't have feelings. Thanks for that modern movie structure, Marvel. Like I said before, the film's trying really hard to be funny here, but I don't think I laughed once. I think I chuckled maybe 3 times. Just think of this film as a woke Hallmark movie with a bigger budget. Like I said before, the film is really meta, a little bit too meta at times. Like there's one scene where a guy's dressed up as Elf from the movie Elf, and Will Ferrell says that he looks stupid. This film is obviously a desperate team-up to cash in on those Christmas dollars. You know, you've got one of the biggest, greatest comedy stars in Will Ferrell, and the studio's wet dream, Ryan Reynolds, teaming up here. What could go wrong? Yeah, it feels really safe here. They were playing it very safe. Yeah, ultimately the film is just a modern retelling of A Christmas Carol, just with the cast of Hamilton. If I had to say the feel and vibe of the movie, what it was giving off, I'd say it was a mix of The Santa Claus 3, Scrooged, and R.I.P.D. Yeah, guys, that's it. That's my review of Spirited. It was okay, a bit bloody long at over 2 hours though. It wasn't a massive horrible piece of shit, but it wasn't great either. But anyway guys, that's my first Christmas review for the month of December, and expect a few more. Write down below if you've seen Spirited, if you're excited about it, or if you don't give a shit. And of course, if you made it this far into the episode, please give me a thumbs up, because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon, because we give it episodes weekly, and we'll see you back here for the next review, and until then, stay Christmassy, kids.